Extra, 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 extra lesson. I know everybody got a blessing, someone need lessons, someone need extra lessons. Dog, you be the first girl I ever get right. Careful.
Hi viewers, welcome to College Live TV once more. Today, we are going to look at how to assess language systems. In order for you to understand a language, you must understand the rules which govern that language. But before you can understand the rules, you must understand the components. Now, what are these components, you may ask? In the tutorial today, Lavine, one of my students, will be assisting me to help you to better understand how language system works. So Lavine, what's the first area?
Phonology, sound patterns.
Thank you very much, Lavine. Now, as you heard, phonology is our first component. The phonology speaks to the sound patterns that are used in a language. In order for you to understand phonology, you must understand two areas. These two areas are articulation and stress. Articulation speaks to the actual sound units we produce as prescribed by the lettering system. For example, the letter O has two sounds in the English language. There is a short sound and a long sound. We have to produce either when necessary in our day-to-day interactions. The other area is stress. Stress is broken down mainly by word or sentence. Word stress indicates putting emphasis on certain syllables within a word, while sentence stress speaks to emphasizing particular words as we communicate. When you combine these two areas, we are using stress and ultimately producing the phonology of a language. Now, when we compare standard Jamaican English and Jamaican Creole, you may notice that there are differences and similarities in how we use stress as well as articulation. Now, Lavine, what's the next area?
Semantics, the meaning of symbols.
Lavine. Now, semantics is crucial in any language. Let me make a note of that word. Semantics simply speaks to the meanings we associate to the symbols in a language. I mean, come on. How are we going to talk in a language without putting meanings to the symbols we're using? This is how we make sense of our messages, through the semantics. So all the symbols, the words, the signs, they have meanings. And so that is what we use in order to create a semantic system. Again, when you compare standard Jamaican English and Jamaican Creole, you will notice that there are similarities and differences in semantics. In other words, some words we use in Jamaican Creole have the same meaning as those in English, while others don't. Look out for that video. It is coming to show the differences. Lavine, let's go to our next area.
Syntax, sentence structure.
Very important. This speaks to the grammatical structures that are used. This is about sentence structure. The syntax allows for us to string the words appropriately in the language. Standard Jamaican English has a syntactic typology of subject, then verb, then object. This is a general typology of English syntax. We have to learn the rules as it pertains to the syntax of a language, but looks at areas such as verb tenses, nouns, adjectives, you name it. Now, again, you have to consider all of these areas in order for you to fully understand how a language works. Now, our final area is what, Levine?
Lexicon, vocabulary.
Thank you very much again, Levine. Now, lexicon. The lexicon is the vocabulary system that we use in a language. Of course, we have to use symbols in a language, so we must have a lexicon list. The English dictionary produces all the words that are made available to its speakers, or most of them at least. Words are constantly added to a language system. Jamaican Creole is no different. Most of its words are from English, but there are words that are used that are not English. You know what I mean, right? Picnic is one such word which comes to mind. Picnic is not an English word, but used in Jamaican Creole. So it's a part of the lexicon of Jamaican Creole, but not a part of the lexicon of standard Jamaican English. Now, let us look back at these 4 areas: phonology, semantics, syntax, lexicon. All of these are very important in order to understand how a language system works. Phonology speaks to the sound patterns. Make sure you are calling your words correctly and placing stress where they ought to be placed. Semantics speaks to the meanings we assign to the symbols in order to share messages. Syntax speaks to the structuring of our sentences. How do we use our subjects, predicates, or plurals, and so on. Lexicon speaks to the words we have available to use, and these are always being added. Thank you once more for tuning in to College Line TV. And look out for further videos on language and how language systems work. Have a good day. Many friends, one movement.
Extra lesson. I know everybody got a blessing, someone need lesson, someone need extra.